that's the thing about time. If you have enough time in the studio to experiment with everything, then you'll stumble on the exact right thing to do. That pan flute thing could easily have been me on a synthesizer using a pan flute patch, because it did need pan pipes. I mean, anyone can hear that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that's a pan flute moment. You know, something about the timbre of a genuine pan flute that really moves me. And what this guy went through to actually create the instrument was quite a journey in itself, because I've used Egyptian intervals and stuff, and he had to take apart several different pan flauts. No, pan fly, which is the plural. In the bio, I have said that I nearly left, but I don't think that it would have ever come to that, really. I mean, what actually was happening was I couldn't really stand to be in the room with our old bass player, and, but he's gone now. So I quite enjoy being in the room with the band again, and Richie was always around us anyway. Fantastic guy and a really brilliant bass player.
These guys have made the transition very easy, really. I never felt like I was being watched, or, you know, I wonder what the new guy's going to do, I wonder what the new guy's going to say. It just made it completely...
Well, the old guy, really, in a lot of respects.
Although you wouldn't believe it to look.
Seemed to be being put under pressure to decide on a producer before we'd written any songs for this next album. And so we were kind of keeping people at bay until we decided who we wanted to use. And it was just a chance meeting with Roy, and we just got on so well, we kind of just went on from there.
One of the things that we realised pretty early on is that he knows us better than we know ourselves. You know, even at that stage, it was clear that he knew how to get the best performances out of us. So, for example, if I sing something and I think it sounds good, I might say, oh, I might think, yeah, that's really good, and I'll just look at him and he'd going, no, that was horrible. Almost weeping, you know, like looking really angry with me for wasting his time as well. And then, but he'd be right when I listened back to it, you know. You know, a lot of those stories about brothers in bands have to be myths, really, because firstly, if you're like that with your brother, then you wouldn't start a band with them, because it's going to be totally destructive and you're in each other's faces 24/7 when you're on a road, you know. I mean, if it sells records, then yeah, we're fighting all the time. Grrr, let me strangle you.
It's actually quite good to have a communication, you know, where you can just sort of not beat around the bush and say, look,
stop being a
I think it ties bands together, because, like, as you say, they could say something like that to each other, whereas if they weren't brothers and they said something like that to each other,
yeah,
then
we've known you
might
for
just split
ages
up.
as well.